Hey, my friends, welcome to the Dallas Daily Show, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. Whoa, boy, did we have a good time with WrestleMania this weekend. It's time for the WrestleMania report. Let's hop into the conversation. This is right around the time that I'm going to start losing certain subscribers. Friday's episode was about WrestleMania. Today's episode is about WrestleMania because it's all of the fallout. It's all the things that happened. Oh my goodness, there were so many fun moments. There was so much great athleticism, great storytelling. I was reading this morning on a couple of news sites of people like being down on it and commenters being like, this is one of the worst WrestleManias ever. I don't know that they watched the same thing I watched. Like, people were hating on some of the matches, hating on some of the entrances, hating on some of the outcomes and the twists. And I'm sitting there going, did we see the same show? Like, for me, it was a heck of a lot of fun. Sure, certain things didn't occur that I expected to occur. And the big one, just so everybody knows, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, okay? If you have yet to watch WrestleMania, I fully expected Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to show up in the main event, to do a pop-in, to swerve on Cody Rhodes, and to cost him the title so that John Cena would win his 17th championship and all of that. Wasn't Dwayne, wasn't The Rock. He was probably busy shooting a movie somewhere, or who knows, making another multi-billion-dollar deal on a sports app or a tequila or something. I mean, man's got his hands in everything. But I think it was on Friday I talked to you guys, like, I'm really looking forward to the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman in the corner. And I ate it up, and I thought it was one of the best. So, all right, I'm so excited, Taylor. I need to slow down. Let's bring it down for just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, and let's take a moment and just talk about how great it was. She's like, Dallas, you're really screwing up the audio engineering. I know. This WrestleMania report coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio. I need to slow down because I'm excited. So it happens over 2 nights. Yes, there's multiple things that happen on Friday as well, such as the Hall of Fame ceremony and those things, but I don't watch those. And Friday was Good Friday, so that was a moment to reflect on my faith. But it's a 2-night event. Each night is about 4 hours. So we're talking 8 hours of wrestling between Saturday and Sunday. The Saturday night main event was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And I personally thought that it was one of the more well-scripted storylines, well-scripted matches. And I say scripted match, by the way. I'm not an idiot. I know. It's predetermined. It's scripted. But watching these guys take the bumps, do the match in such a way that you were like, yeah, oh, 1, 2, oh, like just going along with it, hearing 62,000 people chanting CM Punk, doing Rollins, Tribal Chief, OTC, the original Tribal Chief, just all of these things. It was fun to give yourself over to that. Logan Paul, who is a big YouTuber, I don't know if you know him or not. He's a top YouTuber, like there's Mr. Beast and a couple other people. Prime Energy Drinks, that's Logan Paul. He is now a professional wrestler as well. His entrance was dope. He came out holding a camera, like a selfie camera, for his YouTube channel, and then it turns out it was a drone, and it flew up, and it flew over the 62,000 people, and he stood on the edge of the ring, and it came back down into his hands, and he's talking trash to his people on YouTube. I was like, this is so cool. There were just so many great little moments like that were a lot of fun, and the women's triple threat match was great as well to open night 2. Anyway, I had a great time. But it was really intriguing to me how there were all these other people who were like, it wasn't as good as this, and why don't they go back to the Attitude Era, and like seeing all these commenters online. Now, do I think the main event between Cody Rhodes and John Cena was the best? No. I think the Sunday night main event was a little lacking in dynamics. Cena's ring rust definitely showed because he hasn't been wrestling very actively for the last 5+ years. However, these commenters online, it was as though they saw a completely different show than me. And I just got to thinking about that as I was reading through comments and thinking to myself, wow, it's amazing how two people can look at the same circumstance or the same situation and have a totally different outcome based on their expectation. So see, I could tell these people's expectation because they were like, I don't like Triple H, Paul Levesque is in charge of creative now, and this isn't the Attitude Era, and why don't they go back to this, and why don't they bring this guy in? And they had this expectation of going back to a different era. According to what I was telling you guys on Friday, I was excited about where they're headed. I'm excited about Seth freaking Rollins, and all of these newer people that they're bringing in. Braun Breaker, oh my gosh, what a beast. Like, I'm excited about where they're going in the future. These people were interested in the past. So based purely on our anticipation factor, people saw it completely different. How often do we see something different than someone else purely because our expectation is different than their expectation? And we use the difference in our expectation and the difference in our experience as a point of contention interpersonally. What might be possible for us if we just simply, oh, you didn't enjoy it? I'm so sorry. If we came at it with empathy rather than contention. You had a different experience than me. Man, I'm sorry you didn't experience that. But they also were revealing that they were locked in an old thing and you're moving toward a future thing. You're anticipating where you're going. They're sad that it's not the same that it was. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a future you out there, my friend, that you are moving toward. And old thoughts, bad seeds, brain weeds, all the things, that keeps you in old patterns, old beliefs, old behavior cycles. That's where a lot of people are. We're looking forward. We're not looking at nostalgia necessarily for nostalgia's sake. We're looking forward to a future because we're on a trajectory of a person we want to become. If we look forward to it with anticipation, then we weed out all the bad thoughts. That's all I got for you today, my friends. I don't really have a positive play call other than to ask you, are you caught thinking about how you wish it was, or are you catching yourself thinking about, I like where I'm going? Maybe that's it. On your positive play call card, right? I like, my future is bright and I like where I'm going. That's a good positive play call for today. That's it, my friends. That's all I got for you. I'm out of here. Have a WWE Championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to DallasDailyShow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.